What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and we have some very interesting news to talk about in today's YouTube video, and that is a whole entire situation where not even like a month ago, Xbox had acquired Activision, and now in that exact same month, like before January's even ended for 2022, we're getting another major news bomb by Sony buying Bungie for $3.6 billion. And now personally, I'm not really that big of a fan into the Destiny franchise. However, this is a pretty big deal for the future of how exclusives are going to work, so let's go ahead and kind of recap what's going down here. So firstly, I want to mention that this is pretty ironic because Bungie are the people who originally made Halo, and Halo is the Microsoft brand. So it's like the people who were originally, the face of Microsoft are now going to be on the PlayStation side, whereas the people who were originally the face of PlayStation games, Activision with Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, those type of things, are now going to be on the Xbox side. So it's almost like we're doing a role switch here of histories in a way. It's like we've just delved into an alternative universe, and in that alternative universe, Spyro is the Xbox character, Crash is the Xbox character, and Master Chief is the PlayStation character. And now something I do want to mention here is that it doesn't appear that Destiny 2 or anything like that is going to end up becoming a PlayStation exclusive game in the future. Based on the information that is currently available to everyone, it appears that Bungie is going to continue to make their games multi-platform, but most likely what we will see here is special exclusivity bonuses, where if you play on a PlayStation device, you might get like a PlayStation Plus pack every month, or like they did with Destiny 1, it's like, hey, you get to experience this new thing 30 days early before other platforms get to, just to try persuading people to buy your console over the competitors. And this is a major thing we've seen from both Xbox and PlayStation, where Xbox is like acquiring these studios, trying to get their own exclusivity situations set up, so people are more inclined to buy an Xbox console for those good games, whereas PlayStation already has this massive backlog of really good games and exclusivities that they want to make sure they can keep a strong selection here, so people know, hey, there's brand new exclusives on PlayStation that in my opinion are way better than the Xbox exclusives. And now this is not like my opinion, I'm fine with any exclusive. I play a lot of Xbox ones and a lot of PlayStation ones. Each one is good in their own ways, but the whole entire mindset behind both companies recently has just been, we need more stuff to convince people to buy our platforms. And now Xbox is a little bit less worried about that, of course, because they have their Xbox Game Pass subscription, so more likely than not, they're trying to persuade, people to buy the Game Pass subscription by adding all these massive titles to it, because honestly, they probably make a lot more money from Game Pass subscriptions than they do from actually selling games monthly. And honestly, I just love this whole entire situation where we're seeing tons of acquisitions happen back to back. Personally, I think going forwards, I'm only really going to be buying Xbox consoles, mainly because that's where I have all my stuff set up right now, and that's where my Game Pass subscription is. But I do really enjoy seeing this competition happen, where there might be more PlayStation exclusives in the future. And I kind of find it funny though, because while Xbox and Sony, PlayStation, whatever you want to call it, are battling over getting these exclusives, getting these companies and everything under their belt, one company just doesn't seem to care, and it's none other than Nintendo. Now, Nintendo recently released Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I've been playing that quite a bit, and the thing about Nintendo is they don't really need to fight with anything else here, because Nintendo's Nintendo. Let's be honest here. The day we hear that Nintendo has acquired something like a company or something is the day my mind is going to be completely blown, because it seems that like Bungie, all these companies that are joining under PlayStation or joining under Microsoft are all doing it, and they were seeing massive buyouts for like billions of dollars, and then you just have Nintendo who's like, hey, our games are $60 3 years after release because it's Mario, it's whatever it might be. You're gonna buy it no matter what. You want the new Legend of Zelda, you have to buy our console for it. No, it's not gonna be on Xbox. Sure, you could probably end up emulating it like 2 months later, knowing how fast the Nintendo emulation community is, but Nintendo is their whole entire own entity when compared to everything here. So I just kind of wanted to point that out because I found it a little bit interesting, but overall, I am very excited to see what other acquisitions might happen in the near future, as they did mention that PlayStation plans to announce more acquisitions in the near future, so maybe we'll see some massive game-breaking things with some massive companies, or maybe it's just like, hey, it's like the studio that made this one indie game once. We really don't know, but for today's question comment of the day, I want to know down below, what do you think about the whole entire acquisition season starting super early this year for both Microsoft and Sony? Are you excited to see what goes down, or do you just wish that people would just make games for the sake of making games? But with that said, my name is FireMonkey. Hope you enjoyed today's little YouTube video. If you did, consider subscribing and support the content I create, and I'll catch you champs and champettes next time with another YouTube video. Peace out.